Lubbock, Texas. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Red Raiders headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Sam Houston State's offense will go to work first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can...
Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep running. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone?
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sam Houston!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas Tech's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Dickey. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The run from the shotgun. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's locked. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a give to Joyner. Maybe a crease. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The run inside. It's Dickey. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and
snags it, and there's running room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's O'Neal. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Finds the big tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
you know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Here's a heat. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack.
Could be an alley. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickey. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fit it in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to... down. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's locked. Takes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. He's going for it all. Goes high to pull it in.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside. It's Dickey. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gives it on the option. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Louisville taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's Louisville engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Sam Houston State head coach at the half. They have got to be more balanced offensively. The running game has been reliable here in the first half, but now their opponents are stacking the box on defense. It is crucial they get the pass game going, get those guys out of the box, and force them to cover downfield. A more balanced attack is essential to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls it in. It's O'Neal. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats are flying down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. Nope.
Maybe some room here. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Caught behind the line. It's Reed. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Dropping back, it's Locke. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Locke. With the catch, it's Burns.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Snagged out of the air. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those...
Turning it on!
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than he's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
There's a crease. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Looking for a man. It's Locke. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
So now it's second and long. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle, it's Burns. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Locke. The short hands, it's O'Neal. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The play action fake. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning.
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is a sure points. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
After hitting that field goal down in possession here late, one timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
Pulls it and fires to the left. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The run inside. It's Sticky. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the Red Raiders inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Rides to back and leaves it. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with third down and 5. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Might be calling a hot route. Snap from the gun on third down. A spectacular one-hand grab. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. They'll run it. It's Sticky. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. races to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop and keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's locked. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been